All right, let's talk about Mara Holdings. Because man, this company is a real head-scratcher right now. It's like you're getting two completely different stories at the exact same time.
So check this out. On one hand, the market seems to be running for the hills. The stock's down over 12% in just the last month. But then you look at what the analysts are saying, and they're talking about a potential upside of, get this, over 122%. I mean, how does that even make sense?
So what is the real story here? That's what we're going to try and figure out. And to do that, we've got to look at both sides of this thing, starting with why the market is so spooked.
Okay, let's dig into the first piece of this puzzle, the market's doubts.
Yeah, I mean, the most obvious thing staring us right in the face is the stock's performance. When you see a drop of over 12% in a single month, well, that's a pretty loud signal that investors are heading for the exit. You just can't ignore a red flag that big.
But, this isn't happening in a bubble. Part of this is just the wider market being all over the place, which makes everyone a bit jittery. But for Mara specifically, it also points to some real challenges in their main gig, Bitcoin mining. We're talking about stuff like crazy high energy costs and, of course, the wild roller coaster that is the price of Bitcoin.
And to top it all off, there's more bad news in the short term. The company is actually projected to lose 23 cents per share. So, yeah, when you've got a falling stock price and you're expected to lose money, it's really no wonder the market's feeling a little queasy. Okay, so that's the gloomy side. But hold on, because that is only half the story. Let's flip the coin and look at the analyst's bet, which is, well, it's a completely different world. These are the folks who get paid to dig deep and look past today's headlines.
So even with that falling stock and the projected losses we just talked about, the experts are staying incredibly positive. They're basically saying, hey, look past the noise. There's some serious potential hiding here.
And we're not talking about a little optimism here. No way. They are forecasting a massive potential upside, 122.4%. I mean, that's not just a recovery, that's them saying the stock could more than double. And they're putting a hard number on that confidence. Their average price target for the next year is $22.11. That's the target they've put on the board, showing everyone where they think this is really headed.
So what in the world are these analysts seeing that the rest of the market seems to be missing? What's giving them the confidence to bet against the current trend?
Well, if you dig into the numbers, you start to see why. For one, its PE ratio, which is just a way of looking at its price versus its earnings, is looking much more attractive. And at the same time, its return on equity is up over 23%. In plain English, that just means they're getting way better at making money from the money they have.
But really, this isn't just about the numbers. The huge thing, the real core of this optimistic view, is that Mara is in the middle of a massive pivot.
They're basically changing who they are. They're moving away from being just a Bitcoin miner and are trying to become a much bigger player in the whole digital asset technology space.
And this is not just some idea on a PowerPoint slide. They are putting serious money behind this move. We're talking over $313 million in an equity plan to fund this whole thing. So yeah, they're all in.
And their game plan is pretty straightforward. Step 1, rebrand, so everyone knows they're more than just miners. Step 2, expand into new areas like power and data centers. And Step 3, get that huge chunk of cash, that $313 million, to make it all a reality.
So that brings us to the big picture, the final question. When you step back and look at everything, this is really about one thing, a high-stakes bet. You've got the bear case, the pessimists, who are looking at the here and now, the poor stock performance, the projected losses, and then you have the bull case, the optimists, who are betting on this big long-term pivot in the improving numbers under the hood.
At its core, this is a story of transformation. And that's exactly what the stock price is showing us right now. All the risk and all the uncertainty that comes with a huge change like this. The real question is whether you think the potential reward on the other side is worth it.
So it really all boils down to this. Is Mara's big move a visionary leap into what's next, or is it a desperate gamble? Right now, nobody knows for sure.